just wanted to do a quick supplemental video, if you will, from my car cleaning tutorial on Friday. I apologize to those of you that were, kind of stupefied by some of the things I did. Everything that I showed in that video, I've done probably a minimum of 3 times in other videos. But if you're new to the channel, you wouldn't necessarily know that. But that's also an encouragement. As you have time, please leaf through the videos. If you go to the home page, there's playlists, and if that's helpful, you can use those to kind of guide you in the videos that appear. But yeah, take a look at those if you would. I think there'll probably be some things that you'll find helpful, as well as some review. All right, so to kind of jump forward here before I get started on the next engine project, I thought let's go ahead and do a car again. So I've got this car. It's one of the many that has been on my to-do list to work on. So I've cleaned the shell, and I just finished drilling out the brake wheel using a 1.5 millimeter drill bit. Well, actually I used a smaller one than that just to get a pilot hole. And I'm going to put a little glue on that and stick that in. So I'm going to pause the video while I do that, and then I'll bring it back. Okay, so I'm going to jump ahead. I'm not going to go through all the steps that I'm going to do on this car yet, but I will tell you, I'm going to use some mineral spirits and a Q-tip and go over the rust on here and try and clean that off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But some of you were asking about the dime. Now, if you don't have the Flyer Repair Book by Tom Barker, you need to get it. It's kind of like driving with no doors and no seatbelt if you don't have that, because you will find it absolutely invaluable for all things Flyer when it comes to repairs, as well as just learning things. And what he does is he uses a dime, and you can get a regular track gauge, but he uses a dime, and he puts the dime between the rear flanges of the wheels, and if it sinks down, you know you've got good clearance. Now you can see here, well, I guess it'll work. I just pushed a little bit, but for reasons I still don't really understand, these wheels get moved, and I've even had cars that have never been operated, that, I take them out of the box, I lubricate them, go through them, check them out, and then I put my dime in here, and what do you know? The wheels are too close together or too far apart. Now these are a little bit too close together, so one thing you can do is you can use a circlet pliers like this, because these, you squeeze them and they come apart. This is just one way to do it, obviously. And you can just come in and you can put a tiny bit of force on there, which is all I needed, because I just needed to slide that a tiny bit, and that is just perfect. I like to have them just about too small. Okay, that one there is good again. And let's go down here, check this one. Okay, that one's too close. So I'll grab my circlet pliers here. Sometimes like that one, it wouldn't go, and all of a sudden it went. So now they're too far apart. So what I'm going to have to do here is I put my thumb against here to, be resistance, and then I just squeeze the wheel on one side and try to, boy, these are rusted mess here. Oh, I guess it moved. Okay. So anyhow, that's a spacing guide that you can use to check the gauge of your wheels. Now, one of the reasons I do this, particularly on my layout, it's pretty crucial, is I make 30, 60, 45 degree crossovers, and so I need to have everything gauged pretty much on the money to go through those without incident. If you don't have, crossovers, you can get away with a little bit less scrutiny. The original 90 degree American Flyer crossover has a little more grace, so that's another reason you don't have to be quite as picky. Okay, now someone said, hey, what do you do with lubricants and stuff? So again, CRC 226 blue bottle, multi-purpose precision lubricant. I use this on the track. I use this on anything electrical conductive to clean. It has a little bit of a lubrication property, also encourages good conductivity. So if you run American Flyer with traditional transformers, AC current, you really want to use this. I can't stress enough, because if you run your trains very often, the principles of AC current will cause your track to get dirty pretty quickly. And if you don't want to spend most of the time you operate your trains cleaning track and cleaning pickup wheels, this is your best friend. Check out the videos that I've done on track cleaning using this stuff. I'll put a link somewhere up here for you on that. Okay, lubricants. Now there are all kinds of different schools of thought on lubricants, and I'm not going to fall on a sword on this because, you know, everyone's got ideas and opinions. Here are 3 that I use, and they're all what I would call a real thin, lightweight oil. Okay, Liberty, again, I got this off of Amazon. If you want to support an American company, please buy some. Triflow, not sure exactly where this comes from. Let's see, does it tell me? No, but I got this off of Amazon, and this was something that Ron D recommended, and I'm so glad he did. This has PTFE in it, so it's actually got little bits of plastic, slippery plastic. And so there are certain times when I use this. So once I get to the point where I'm ready to lubricate the ends of the axles on this car, that's what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to use 1 drop. Because it has this nice long applicator, you can be real precise with your drops and let gravity kind of do it all for you. When I'm working on engines and lubricating engines, I use this. This wall clipper oil is also really good. I've been told, obviously this is used on clippers, I've been told by someone that it has something that's a little bit abrasive in it, so that when you put it in clippers, they kind of resharpen themselves. So since I found that out, I haven't been sure, you know, where and when I'm going to use this. It's, again, I don't know that I'd want to use it on a motor, just because if that is true, I don't want to have anything that's going to cause wear on a motor. I'm not going to really want to have anything that causes wear on the ends of axles. So what I'm saying is I'm not really sure where if and or I'm going to use this stuff anymore since I found that out. But again, someone may say no, that's not true, and I hope it's not, because this is really nice stuff too. So there you go. Those are a couple of the questions that I heard as you all were reviewing the car cleaning video. Thanks so much for your comments. I'm always interested in trying to be helpful if I can, although there are some days when I get absolutely flooded with questions, and so I don't get to them all. But thanks so much for your time. Hope this was helpful, and enjoy those American Flyer trains. We'll see you. Bye.